All right, so going into the Skyline one, I want to talk this. I'll probably talk about the most out of all the maps, simply because like obviously the rewind, we gave up that lead, and that's pretty bad. But I think the Skyline was a lot of mistakes, and you'll come to see. And we talked about this like as a team, but a lot of mistakes were just they were like controlled situations that we just let them just break in for free or give them something for free that they should not have been able to take. So that was the biggest thing for us, like watching this map back was, bro, we're doing a lot of these hard situations, but there's easy situations where we have something set up or we have, you know, a good situation and we're blowing the situation by giving it to them. Like we literally beat ourselves in this map, and you'll see like, there's going to be at least 6 or 7 situations where it is controlled situations that we straight up give for free.
Some big cash at least at the end of the year, make some noise heading into next year. But
starts with the P3. So the P1 I'll talk about. I think we just lose the break off here. They send one guy one guy kitchen, and the guy who is a Johnny, he gets a 2-piece. We flip out right at the start. So unfortunately lose the break off, whatever. That's just a break off loss. But it's mainly going to be starting at the P3 where I'm going to talk about like things that we could have done differently. Do you think it's mostly about not respecting the opponent so you make more mistakes thinking you can't possibly lose it? I mean, maybe. I've always been on the wave of like, okay, you can respect or not respect your opponent. I still want you to have the confidence in beating them. So like you can respect them. But I want you to, like, the way I said it to them was like, I want you to respect what a player in this game can do, because it can be so easy to get some like yourself out of some of these situations because it's Call of Duty and because everyone fucking shoots straight in this game. So I don't want to say respect the opponent, but respect what can be done in this game, because it's easy sometimes if you just don't keep your foot on the gas. I always want you to be more confident and think your opponent's worse than you, obviously. I think that's a big thing. Obviously, you don't want to get it too big in your ego and you're fucking things up, but you need to respect that there is another player on the other side that can do shit, you know? So we end up losing 34 seconds on that P1. It's a good effort on this P2 rotation to, you know, hit through kitchen, get some of this, you know, early control for the P2. Obviously, there's 2 still guys left that are over here. We have to kill them in the back. Brandon makes a good play by just playing safe in the back here, making sure that we get these last 2 kills. We know that Lunars is back here on the plat. They make it a little bit mixy, getting some kills on the right side. Whatever, we get these trades done in. Fine, whatever. This is all fine. This is all good. I'm glad we were able to trade the P1 with this P2. It really starts with this next P3 though. So clean P2 hold. We're getting positioned towards P3 already. Brandon and Mason are both already here. Johnny gets a kill. We trade it out. It's fine. We know one guy ended up hitting hold, but we're gonna have initial time here on this P3, and they're all spawning bedside. That's fine. We can hold from this side. It's no big deal. We can chill, soak time. I personally think going like, I know Kyler's gonna make this play top mid. We talk about it, but I like this play if we don't have control or we're not getting kills. I feel I would rather him just play safe, and we're just holding time. If someone dies, he can reinforce it. They spawn back up. If we need to hit top, then we hit top. But we're so in control right now that I don't think we need to take another route to pick something up. I know they can be, you know, top mid themselves, but I feel like P3 is such a reinforced hill that I'd rather just have people close, and if we have control already, you might as well just keep refilling. And because of this, you know, Mason gets 2. But because this guy is able to get to our low gym for free, and we're like 2 guys their side time, 1 guy ended up spawning out, they're going to spawn white here. No one is in this like area for us to actually block this. Now we have to deal with split spawns and 1 guy that's still that's still low gym over here. Just, it makes a chaotic situation from something that was controlled. So this is the first unintentional like flip or unintentional controlled situation that becomes uncontrolled, because this should be a good situation for us, and then 5 seconds later it turns into this.
And he has been so good since joining the squad.
I think that's it. It's like his movement.
And regardless, we do break. Fine. But again, that should be like the hard part. And, you know, Mason gets out to P1 over here. This is a good play by Johnny. He wraps for him, kills him here. They teamwork Ant, or Ant has to chow because he knows that he has people coming up over here. So it's a fine, risky, like, it's a risky gunfight, but he's going to have to take it because someone's going to have to take it. So it's fine. Whatever. End up breaking back on in. Kyler gets a huge two-piece by getting one guy on the hill. The last guy, you know, that Mason had gotten killed by. Now we are, again, holding and have control. But once again, we're going to have something or have a situation where it's controlled. And we're going to make it uncontrolled here. We're going to flip out once again. And the reason this happens is obviously, you know, Ant is pushing out here. Mason's has to block. So he's kind of out of the play because like he was trying to help him top mid, but he also has to block. Kyler's pushed out their side time. Unfortunately, they're not coming front side time. So unfortunately, he doesn't see anything. Boom. They're breaking from mid. This is going to make, because this gets straight out, you know, Ant gets another kill, but because it gets straight out and we have to still worry about the block, Mason wants to help out, but also needs to block. So he's in this like weird scenario where he has to do like half and half and they spawn out. And it's annoying because it's like, it was a controlled situation. They just end up trying to break through mid, and because they make it chaotic through mid and we're, you know, playing on time over here and we have two people soaking, or not soaking, but two people focused on front side time, we can't really help mid. They end up getting the free spawn for themselves. So a controlled situation, once again, gets flipped. That's, you know, number 2. So we need to use the streak on that. We end up getting the kills, trade this guy out towards the bathroom. Controlled situation, that gets fucked up, and we still have 40 seconds left over here. So Brandon, he's already top. Fine. He's going to end up dying. Or sorry, Kyler refills it. He gets one with and then dies. I think the problem here, and we talked about this, Mason wants to hold you know, short and long because of where he spawned, and he knows that we already have top and we already have low hill. The problem here is that because Brandon spawns up, he was the one who chowed short, obviously. Because he spawns up, he also has the left here, and he's going to go and play these stairs here, but that's already something that Mason has. So it's either we have Mason like play pushed up and then, you know, Brandon can flow towards time as well, or, you know, if we're going to play safe like this, you know, I don't know. Personally, I think with the kills, we should take a little bit of space. So I don't really care for Mason playing too safe. I think he just wanted to cover both sides. The problem is that we also have a spawner coming up and he needs to pick up something. So we get this weird situation where Brandon is like, okay, I feel like I need to cover something. We have two people basically watching stuff on the left. Brandon ends up going to you know, these stairs over here, but that's still something Mason can watch from this deep angle. The problem here is like, we just have two people basically AFK, and then they just ape the hill. They ape short. So Mason technically has short if they, or technically knows they could come short because of where Kyler dies here. But the problem is, you know, Brandon, I'm pretty sure I was watching his stream or his screen during this. He banks a stun off of here and ends up stunning one of the guys that goes short with number 1. So Mason's trying to calm that these guys can go short, but Brandon is so focused on his top because he stuns a guy over here. And I think it's number 4. It's a weird stun. He banks it off this, and it must like bank towards top plat or something. So he thinks he's going to hold these stairs because he's like, okay, the guy must be here. But Mason is kind of calling out like, they're breaking from short. I know they're short because of how Kyler died. And then they break from short. One guy slides onto time because we don't have over Ant, and they break for free. That's another, what, 23 seconds we give for free. So again, a 3 down, 4 down situation should be controlled. Insta break. This P1 was another one. The problem here is we stay alive. This might sound weird, but we stay alive for so long without dying or anything. So when the hill pops like this, we have no one to help top mid. Like Brandon's here at the stones, at the stairs over here, at the piano stairs. But we have Mason who's pushed out towards low bed, and he's going to end up helping out Ant all the way across the map. The problem here is they can get top for free. like they kill these guys kitchen, but you know, they have one guy that hits low bed, and then they just have top cat control, and they killed like our guys on time and our guys piano stairs for free. Number 6 is low Jim over here. He can't do anything. So because we stayed alive for so long and no one actually died and refilled, it sounds weird, but it was like, it would be honestly better if like Mason or Ant took a chow and just died here and spawned back up, and we push out like the top cat, or at least get like top T control or something like that. I also think that's been a problem of ours, where we kind of like to go into low bed a lot. I know obviously it's mostly like Ann and Kyler, but we like to go into low bed a lot when we're already soaking P1. And I think that's just, I don't know, it's so 50-50, because I feel like a lot of more times than not, we end up just trying to end up flipping ourselves out or losing control in some way. P2 break attempt. I'm pretty sure we make this one mixy. I'm not 100%. It wasn't such a big deal, this P2. I think it was mixy off the rotation. I think we try to break it. Maybe we do end up breaking a little bit of time. I'm not too sure. I'm more focused on, it was like the P3, P4 shit, but we'll talk about it. This mainly happens because Johnny hits old. You don't see many people hitting old like this when winning the gunfight. Him winning old, or hitting old and winning the gunfight, makes this very, very difficult on us, unfortunately. Because he then just doubles back to low U. He actually makes an insane play, but you just don't see people hitting old like that anymore too much. But again, Mason gets out P1, good plays. We end up breaking over here once again. Literally kind of the same scenario, 3, 4 down, 4 down actually. Controlled scenario. What's gonna happen here? We're gonna make it uncontrolled. Mason tries to pinch over here. He gets killed for it. Kyler tries to like salvage it, gets a kill, but dies. We don't know if this guy ended up taking a deeper route or is just hitting low U. So at this point, this guy has the option to do both. There's going to be 2 guys hitting towards front. And what do you know? A controlled situation with 4 down ends up getting broken again. So this was a big VOD for us, because it was just like, there is so like, this should be easy scenarios, and we're either doing too much or we're not respecting what people can do on the map, and it's literally costing us games, or like literally costing us so much. Like, we're gonna go, and I'm gonna go back and tally it up. I'm pretty sure after all of these scenarios that I'm gonna talk about, it adds up to at least 100 points that just gets lost because of controlled situations. Another scenario. Great job. We broke the P4. 55 seconds left. What's gonna happen here? Ant out P1. Godlike. We have a guy in time. Mason's gonna be the flex player. He can either help low, or he can help low kitchen, or he can help top mid in case Ant needs help on P1. Brandon, unfortunately, is in a shit spot. He tries to kill the guy kitchen, dies for it. He cannot die here. He was obviously very upset with himself. We talked about it after. This spot cannot be played. Like, you can't do this. He can't die here. So he ends up dying there. We're not blocking. Mason has to pick it up and dies towards P1. Again, he knows he's probably going to hit it out, but we need to get one if we're pushed up, and we also can't die blocking. So a controlled situation that gets really, really sketchy, and that happened with 50 seconds left on P4. This situation can never happen. So Shotzi back up there after Brandon dies. No, because he's just gonna shot in his back. He can't back up. Brandon just can't die. I think Ant tried to salvage it, but even that, like, he should probably play as like P1. He's gonna die regardless, but I don't think Brandon can die there. I mean, he'll even tell you that. He was like, I played such a shit spot. So what should have been a 50-second soak ends up being a break on them, and they get, let's see. They get, well, we get the old time, but they get a free like 20 points for that little scenario. But it's a 20-point like swing. You know what I mean? It's different than just like adding 20 points, if that makes sense. Like, it's 20 points that we should have guaranteed. They have P1 control. Mason's gonna get through towards P1, or sorry, towards through kitchen. He kills the guy blocking for them. Lunars. We're ending up gonna have a really good break scenario because Brandon wins another one on short. We ate the guy on time. The problem here is that fellow number 3 is gonna stay alive way too long. He gets a kill on Brandon. Obviously, obviously he's gonna get 1 kill. This guy staying alive top T it cannot happen. He has to die. Unfortunately, he gets another kill with Mason, and then they end up re-breaking the hill. So what happened to be a 3 down where we know last guy is top T, and then we would be able to turn and soak a good, let's give it 20, a good 20 points. Maybe they can test a little bit of it. And they're gonna end up soaking the rest of this P1. And we'll even talk about this. Obviously, we die over here. Ant's gonna make a play. He ends up getting a 2-piece right here. We have 14 seconds left on P4 or P1, and we're gonna triple die trying to hit some of this old shit. This can't happen either. Again, controlled scenario. We're gonna have P2 spawns. We're gonna have P2. Ant gets this guy weak. He probably shouldn't push up. I think that's, in my opinion, probably like a scam. We talked about it after, but I don't think we can take all this space. Like Kyler tries to go up as well. He tries to go up. Brandon tries to chow this old. All 3 of them die. That gives them an opportunity to just push through for free. Kyler's gonna be the last one alone standing because he spawned white because he died first, and they're just gonna instantly chow him. Now we give up spawns. The hill hasn't even popped yet, and they're about to get spawns. So again, controlled situation, going into a favorable situation, and we just give it to them, literally. We have to respect what people can do on the map because it's Call of Duty. I don't even think that it's not even a comms issue. It's just like we gotta respect what can be done on the map, and if we have these controlled situations, let's take advantage of them, you know? Like, we have to take advantage of those situations. It's just not gonna fly. And from there, that's just, I mean, those were the main points that I want to talk about. And if you add all of those up, I think I bring up, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 controlled situations. It literally adds up to like at least 100 points that gets lost. That should have been free points for us. Never thought Hook would be the most vocal on this team, dude. I mean, well, he's really improved his comms since last year, or like 2 years ago, when he was first on, or when was that the first time he was on OpTic? Yeah, I think so. When he first on OpTic, but he has really good comms now. Like, he's taking a lead with those for sure. No hate, but it's Major 4. When does stuff like that gets fixed? I mean, I think it got fixed in practice after and against the Toronto match. You just have to be on top of your shit every time. You know, maybe it was a respect thing. Maybe they went into like with bigger egos, thinking that like this team wasn't that great and could do stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know. That would be a question for them. I can't tell you yes or no. I just need them to be on the page of like, we need to respect what could be done in this game. As long as they have a controller and thumbs, you know, what could be done. I think we got on the same page with that. Are the automated subtitles on for a reason? No, I mean, I think that's just a Twitch thing now. But yeah, a lot of controlled situations turn into uncontrolled ones, and I don't think it's necessarily anything they did. I mean, sure, I still want to give them credit, but also I think a lot of it was us throwing away situations.